I was going to wait. I decided not to. Nah. I didn't do the welcome screen either. The reason I didn't is because I know there's an incoming raid any second now. So, yeah. I don't expect my stream title's correct, is it? Is it? Yes, I did. I did do that. Good. I might actually have got everything sorted. I might actually be on the fucking ball today, people. This is going to be a shock. So, what's the deal for today? The deal for today. Hello, Nelly! Bonus stream! Bonus stream. The deal for today is that we are going to sort out my yarn for next year. That's the word. Sorry, I'm a bit like, I haven't actually informed Discord that I'm gonna. Hi everybody. Well, everyone's not here yet, so we're just waiting for everyone to come. You look really weird doing that.
Elle was doing Stream Raiders.
Elle was doing Stream Raiders.
I don't know where she is now.
Where is she? I think she'll be here in a little while. There's Pug! Hi, Pug!
Hi, Pug! Bye!
Bye! Right, let's just put it all in all the different Discords that I'm a fucking member of, because, you know, got it, won't you, really? Don't know where Miss... Well, she said she was going to be here in a minute, so, you know, I don't know. Did she break it? Hey, Nuts! Here we go, here we go, here we go! Raid! Yay! I knew you were coming. You know, somehow I just knew. And a host. Woohoo! Thank you, Doc. It's you! It's not like I knew you was coming or anything. Hi, Sunshine! I have tea. Oh, and another host. Thank you, Vig. You all took your temperatures. Yes, I was listening. And then you were like, we're going to go raid Sam. And I was like, my 5-minute warning hasn't finished yet. So I came rushing on, and then you waited another minute or so. So, Daryl! Elle's here. Yes! I hear from the other room. Yes!
Hey, Elle!
No, I haven't taken mine.
Hi, Elle.
For those who don't know, this is my son Daryl. He's my youngest. He is 6 years old.
Yeah.
And he has got the biggest crush ever on Elle. You love Elle, don't you?
I have a girlfriend, guys.
But he has a girlfriend, much to Elle's disgust. That's right, she's got a husband, don't worry about it. Ugh.
My girlfriend is called Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, she is.
She's from my...
Look at all those reindeers. Cyril's got reindeer heads on, look. Hang on. Oh.
Kitty cat.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Alba. That's a kitty cat. Hang on, I was trying to have a look. Cyril's got that. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Lean Mean Knitting Machine. Oh, God.
And, Mary Jane's boyfriend.
Yeah, we know that. Go on, sod off.
No.
Get off me! Release me, demon!
No.
You're very loud. For those of you that are new, we require kisses in the chat for Daryl, because Daryl loves the good kisses. Not unless I'm wearing lipstick and then he runs away.
I hate
this. Yeah, don't he know it?
Ooh, those are good. She's got new ones.
Yeah, she's got Christmassy ones. I like that one. Looks like Wessel Gummidge.
Can you send me your new one? Because...
Oh, look. The Love Heart's got a Santa hat.
Oh.
He's so pleased because Miss Owl sent a card through for him not that long ago, and she actually sent him stickers with all the yarn balls on. They're in his bullet journal now, so here you go. Look, Lee and Min sent you all lots of huggles, different kind of huggles. Ah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, so Tea finished. So what we're doing? We're going to sort yarn out. For those that don't know, and it looks like everybody's left, but never mind. We are going to sort out my sock knitting yarn for 2021 because Dork, fabulous Dork, is hosting an A to Z, because I'm English. Sock yarn for the win. A to Z, sock knit along thingy-ma-bobby. We did this years ago, didn't we? I can't believe I'm actually doing it again. And Dork, what was that pattern that we're doing? And you said you would put an A on the front of it. She kept saying C in her stream. She's fucking English. Yes. Yes, we're changing that name. It's now A Gentle Updraft. Or I can't do it because I just haven't got the fucking time. Mainly because when I finished the Fairy Light socks there, I've got to get that finished. The grandbaby blanket has to be finished. A Gentle Updraft, that's what I'm going to call it. Pattern name. Right, so that's going to be my A. Gentle Draft. I'll show you what I've got so far. I have got, not my keyboard, it's not my keyboard, right. Because this is new yarn and I have to use it. This is my C, this is Celestial Body. It smells nice too. Hey DJ! Ooh, that is C. This is L, just because it will really wind Dork up because I stole it from out of her basket. And this is D. This is Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Look at it, that's fucking gorgeous. So that is C, L and D. Or should be C, D and L really, shouldn't it? There you go. So I have so far, I have A, C, D. I also have F and T. Because, yeah, lilac tree. Don't you think it's lovely, Elle? I mean, look how pretty this. I'm so glad I bought it. Waking up in a pool at 6 a.m. is so much fun. Oh, lovely. That time, is it? Now you're drooling. Fucking cartjackers. It was your fault. You went into L-Stream and you went, Easy Knits got a sale on, and or free postage or whatever the fuck it was, and Elle and I both went, oh! And I went right on, I was like, look at that lovely purple yarn, purple yarn, and you hadn't bought it. 5-second rule, babe. You dropped it, I got it. Right, so we're going to put that there. Right. I also have, if I can find it, that's in there. Right, hang on. I'm just going to pull all this yarn out and I'm going to decide what goes where. I also have the flash. So F is sorted as well because I won this off of Dork. And it's called Flash. Look at it. Look, it's a sock blank with a flash on it. Those braids came from easyknits.co.uk. This is his Deeply Wicked. It's going to white out completely. Hang on, and I'll get that into focus for you. There you go. And the purpley one is called Lilac Dreams. That is Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And that is Celestial Body in the Super Sparkle. Right, yeah, this I won off of Dork. This is called called Flash. Yes, I won it. I was so chuffed. She didn't even ask me if this was what I wanted. She was just like, Sam's already said she likes that, so she wins that. Yeah, I can't wait to see that knit up. I think that's going to be really pretty. I love the speckly yarn like that. I think it's cool. So that'll be my C yarn. So F is flash. Now I have, what do we have? Well, that's my G yarn, if that's what I'm going to go for. That's called Gytha. That's anemone. Well, I don't need that one because that's an enemy. Right, hang on. I have to keep all mine in grab bags, you guys, because I ended up with an infestation at one point, which was horrific. Hey, these are mine. Well, one of these is mine. Where's that one come from then? Oh yeah, that was the one I did at Halloween. Right, so this one is because I couldn't decide whether I should call it pink or purple. So I think that'll be my P yarn. What's this one? This one is Goddess Chakra Red. I could do that. Pink pool. Love it. Right, I think I'm going to use that one. Do I put it as a G, a C, or an R? Because it's Goddess Chakra Red. G. Yeah, well, I'll put it under G for now. I've got a spreadsheet going. Ooh. I can also spell. Goddess Chakra Red. Okay. Let's see what else I've got. I've got this. This is Wendy Happy Yarn, but I don't think it has a name. No, it says a number. Looks like that's been fucking munched on as well. Yeah, I got moths at one point in my fucking stash, you guys. Can you believe it? I might not use that, I don't know. Right, let's have a look, see what else we got. Like I said, I don't actually have huge amounts. It doesn't have a name, we can name it. Of course we can. That's the good thing about it. I also have this, which doesn't have a name. I have this, but I don't know whether I want to use it for socks because it's quite, it's like a single ply yarn. It knits up like that. Yeah, I know, but it's sort of like, this doesn't seem to have a name either. Okay, so these are no name yarns at the moment. This is, I've already knit up this once. Knit a pair up for my daughter for Christmas. I don't have huge amounts. I don't, compared to some people. I got that one. And more socks and lace in that one. I've got a funny feeling I've got more of that though, and I'm saving it for something. We'll name them after you pull out all the name ones. Okay, right, I'll tell you what I'll do then. Shovel that out of the way. The not names I will put over here. Because we could call these anything we like, couldn't we? Because I don't have names, I don't think. Nope, they don't. Right, that doesn't have a name, that doesn't have a name, and that doesn't have a name. Right, put those over there. Okay, hang on a sec then. We'll come back and see the total. Oh, okay, sweet. See you later on. Right. Some of these I really, really don't like at all. That is one of mine. That is called Bumblebee. Do I have a bee? I don't have a bee. So that could be my bee. That one doesn't have a name. Hang on, I'm just finding out what has a name and what doesn't. That doesn't have a name. Right, I'm going to put, it's my bee. Yeah, I dyed this. So let's put that one down for Bumble B for B. So I've got A, B, C, D, F, G, L, P, T. I've got quite a bit of yarn but she doesn't give hers name. She gives some numbers. And I'm running out of room to... Right, what have we got here? I've got some Knitting Goddess 80-20 sets. I'll get the bags open. Hello, Sue! We are sorting my sock yarn for 2020 because I'm doing a sock challenge. So this one is chestnut. I've got a C. That's a bit of a bummer. Let's save that for another time. This one is raspberry ruffle. Like that. So we can't do that one because, you know, we call it nut. Could be. Yes, I am doing the ABC. Yeah, well, yeah, I could do. Right, let's put raspberry ruffle. I'm dropping my bag. Hang on. Let's put raspberry ruffle in. Otherwise, I will get confused because, you know, that's not hard to do. I figure if I do if I do yarn names, then I can do plain socks, which are quicker. I have a T because I'm being sent time traveller yarn. Because Elle's sending me time traveller yarn. Right. So we're thinking we could use this one for N. Possibly. Right, I'll put that. Put that in there. I've also got this purple yarn, but I've got no idea where it came from, and I actually started a pair of socks in that. But I'm thinking I'm going to undo it because I don't like the socks. So that's another no-name. My no-name pile is huge. That's all going to fall off of there in a minute. Right. That's pretty. What is it? As a dialogue. Ranco. I already have an R. I don't even remember buying that. You're stitching a grid for a black work stitch along. Ooh. Hi, Ma. How you doing? Looks like seafoam. Yeah. But then I would have to rename it, and it's already got a name, so, you know, I can't really do that. Oh! Found another Easy Knits one, you guys. I hope this has got a name I can use, because I'd love to knit it up. I know, you're eating pizza. I'm good. I'm good. I'm awake, which is something. This is called Screamers. I think that's good. That's definitely going there. This is Deeply Wicked Go. God knows how old this is. I've had it for... I bought it at a show, so, and it's been a couple of years since I've been to a show. So we'll have that one. Stick that in there. And they're all together, aren't they? I don't know whether this is like suitable for socks. It says 4-ply, but it seems really, really squish. You know, it seems really soft. So I don't know whether this would make good socks or not. It says touch 4. Oh, I don't know. Make house socks, I suppose. But that doesn't have a name either. So we're doing well. I'll call one Matt. Yeah, we're going to name the unnamed ones when we realise how many letters I've got left. Yeah. Oh, this is bramble. I love this colourway. No, this is mahjong. This is from the Lao Bear. You're going to like, okay, Lean Mean, thanks for coming in. Look at that. No, this is bramble. I've already got a bee. Love this yarn. Yeah, Lao Bear. I love this colourway. I bought so much of this colourway over the years. I made an entire cardigan out of it once. This is bramble. It's beautiful. I love it. And I ordered that when I heard she was going to stop dyeing. So it's like one of the last skeins she did. I was like, do me some bramble before you leave. So I've already picked the bee though, so that's going to go down there. Right, hang on then, what we got? We have an unnamed green one. Ah, this is one of mine. I love what I called this. Hang on. I can't get it open. Hang on. Yeah, I could do Elf. No, because I'm doing Lilac Dreams for Elf. This is one of mine, but I called it Tie-Dye Barbie. Oh dear. What else we got? I need to weigh that because I'm not sure that's a full-on 100 grams. I've got another skein of puff there. There was 2 skeins of it. Ooh, hand spun. I spun that. 30 wraps per inch. 328 yards or 299 metres. Right. Okay. I've got some random mini skeins there that I'm sure came from Easy Knits. I might be wrong. And I can't remember what these were called. We called them the little guys, but I can't remember what the colourway was called. So we have to name that because it's redder than it looks on screen. But we have to name that because that's just really, really pretty. And there's like enough there to do a pair of socks. And it's so squishy. But I can't remember what the colourway was called. He probably would if I sent him a photo, but... So that one has to be named. Right, what have we got? I've got an F, so that's fireplace. That will have to be... Right, let me chuck these back in the bag. Yeah. Okay. Tie-dye Barbie can go back in because I've got a T. Yeah, I can't remember what he called them. I need to knit that because that's just absolutely psychedelic. Right. Right, hang on a sec. What colour was that? Lights in the dark. Have I got an... Yeah, I've got an L as well, for fuck's sake. Right. Now. I need loads. Well, I was going to use that for you, but I've decided to use Goddess Chakra Red instead.
Matt
What?
farted in your chair.
Matt farted in my chair?
Yeah.
Now this one is called Dark Anemone, but I've used both D and A, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. That was Purple, so we're going to use that one, and that's got a chakra red. So those two I can't use because I've already assigned letters for those. So let's chuck these in the bag. Right. Okay, so I need a bag to put in the ones that I've decided I'm going to use. Hang on. That'll do to start. Okay. So we've got that one. That one. And the flash keeps getting caught on shit and undoing. It's a good thing about skeins, they take up less room in your bag. Right. Got a chocolate red and go in there. Okay, so I need to write down what we've got so far. Oh no, it's all stick together. Pen. Right, I've got A, B, C, D, F, G, L, P, R, S, and T. Yeah, especially where I had to bag everything. So okay, now I could use that and just call it handspun for H, couldn't I? 300 meters should be enough, shouldn't it, for a pair of socks? See, look, it's been nibbled. Fucking bastard moths. Oh, made me jump. Thank you for the follow, the naysayer. Call it nibbled, yeah, right. Oops, not supposed to go in there. Right, okay, so we've got this greeny one. I'm good, thank you. So this weird greeny one, this handspun,
I choose
these red
the
ones.
red one.
Yeah, I know you choose the red ones. You've got a thing about red yarn.
Because I love red, because I always...
Because you love red.
Yeah, because
I've also got that one.
which is white and
Let go,
red
please.
and green. And that is red.
I always think of like cherry trees when I look at that one, but I've got a C. I'm hiding the letters, I know I am. So there's this peachy one. how many letters do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got that chestnut one still as well, which we said we could put under N. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I am 2 skeins short. Unless I rename something. Right, if I do that chestnut under N, then, that one. Because it's supposed to be called chestnut, but we'll just call it nut. Yeah, could do. Hang on. Let me just write these down. So I'm going to put chest nut. Cheating outrageously here. So we use that one for N. Oh, no, I've got that skein down there. I've got a couple of skeins on the floor. Okay, right. Got a pile of bags, got a pile of yarn now. Okay, so I want to name this one because it's really nice and it is quite shiny actually. So those are the letters available. E, H, I, J, K, M, N, O. No, I've just done N, haven't I? Hang on, let me go through this again because I'm a dick. Done A, B, C, D, F, and G, L, N, P, R, S. Right, there you go. So not N. So yeah, I want a winter sky for that one. This one. Okay. So I'm really not sure how well that's going to knit into socks. It feels really, really like overly squishy compared to the other. That one, violet. It's a bit pale for violet though, isn't it? I always think of violet being like a really darker colour. Violetish. But then I could just call that one violet because I'm going to undo this and reskein it anyway. Because I can't even remember what pattern I was doing on that. So I think I'm going to call that one violet. Yeah. We're picking my sock yarn for 2021. Excuse me. Right, so we've got a V. So that'll be V. So we still need to name this one because I really want to use this one as well. Should we call it eggshell? Because I need an E, and that's the only thing I can think of that begins with E. And it's pale enough that I could possibly get away with that. Everyone's got quiet. You're supposed to be helping me name them. I'm going to call that one eggshell. You're thinking, is that what that burning smell is? Okay. Should we have that one as Xmas? Because it's got red and green. You're working on it, give you a moment. Xmas, yes? Okay. So I told you I might not have enough yarn to get me through. Right, Christmas, okay, so we can put that one down there as Christmas. This is from the Yarn Yard. She used to just give hers like numbers, not names, and she didn't write what the number was, so I can't even like use that as this one. There's no blue in that, it's all greens. Does it show up as blue on the camera? Hummingbird? Have I not got an H? Okay, we could call this hummingbird. There's not much blue in this though. I don't know whether it looks blue on the camera. It's just greens mostly, but we'll call it hummingbird. That's okay, that's cool. Hummingbird. Okay. We could do rude names, Doc. I don't care. So I need names for that one. For that one. My little red 5 skein set. This has got to have one name, this one. That one. That one. That one. I'm trying to get them all in, and then I've got another greeny blue one there. Wine Country, okay. I've already got a W. That was that blue one for Winter Sky. What did you put down for Q? Call one of them incognito. Not got an eye. No, not got an eye. Quantum Breeze. Cool. Call it I'm Drunk. I love these. This is so squishy. Squishy, 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 squishy. Pretty sure he just called these the Reds or something. That one, or that one. Clifford's a good one. That one for Zeus. That's a Regia. That one, the Wendy. Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't have a name. Oh no, it does have a name. That's right, we just ignore the fact that it's got a name. It's Stormy. Okay. So we're going to go with Zeus for that one then. Okay. It's my son texting me, and I've got no idea where my phone is. It's underneath all this yarn. I'll answer him in a minute. The middle dark red queen of what, that? That's my handspun. So we're going to call that queen, are we? Okay. So we've got a Q. So we're down to these 4. Hang on, get it out of the bag. It's not actually red, it's more of a sort of peachy orangey. I assume you mean this one. Label the... No, I'm just going to have to rewatch this to find out what I've called everything. Are we talking about this one here? Or should we call these kumquat? Can we have the name orgasm? In that case, I want to call these orgasm. Because they're orgasmic to squish. Okay, right. Right, so the reds are orgasm. Okay, hang on, I'm getting confused now. And we're calling this one kumquat, yeah? Now you want to name a pattern screaming orgasm. There you go then. We're going to call this one kumquat. I will label this one. I wouldn't know kumquat if it jumped out and bit me. Kumquat. That one was irresistible. Okay. Okay, that gives us J, M and U left. And I actually just have enough. We're going to have to rename this one though. Jam? Which one? And this is got this in a thingy. This is Ranco Multi. It's so tight, it's like bent on itself. The blue one is Under the Sea. Yes, because that was suggested in ours, wasn't it? And it didn't get used. Under the Sea. Okay. Okay. 2 left. No, we don't. I missed the Y out. Hang on. Now how is it? I've got 26 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Sorry, I realised what I did there. So if we're calling that one Zeus, I've got a Y there. Okay, hang on, just a sec. I got a J, an M, because we did I, didn't we? We did K, we did O. So I got J, M, and Y, which I'll pull in one of those. Right. Got that one. I don't want to use the other one because I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be something else. Right. Jam and mango. Which one's which then? Jam and mango or jam and mango? Well. Jam is bottom. Okay. Yorkshire. Do you know what? That would work very well for that. Because it's all Yorkshire Dales, we'll call that. We named them all. Yay! That one was M, wasn't it? And that one was... Is it Dale or Dales? I'm never sure. It's probably got a name. I can't find one on here, but there you go. Right. Yay! We did it in under an hour as well. Yay us. I'm worn out now. Too quick. We were too quick. But then I didn't have as much yarn to look through that you did. So that'd be why. I'm going to need a bigger bag to store it all in. Love you too.
Is Callie on the watch?
No, I'm online. Look.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I didn't realise I'd actually worked through...
I'm not doing that one, no.
No, I'm not doing that one now. I'm doing that one like this time next year.
No.
I didn't realise I'd actually worked through quite so much of my... Yeah, I'm going to use red as well. Of all my sock yarn that I had like less than 30 skeins left. That's shocking, isn't it? Shocking. He is so cheeky. He's good. So there we go. I'll have to bag it all up now into my Ziploc bags. So good. I'm just going to have to order more, aren't I? You're not going to discuss the size of your sock stash. Well, no. That's probably a good idea. He loves the smell, he does, yeah. My baby. He's a good boy most of the time. He has his moments. Doc's next. We need to see how Yarset. We definitely do. That's it. Sunshine's on a roll, Dork. She wants to come around and help you name all your yarn. Yeah, we need to come and play in your stash, Dog. See what you've got. I've probably got more somewhere else, but I don't know where they all are. Do you know what I mean? You could probably knit a pair a week for 5 years. See, that's what I thought until I pulled it all out, and I was like, actually, I haven't got anywhere near as much sock yarn as I thought. But then it's been a while since I bought any, so you know, it kind of swings and roundabouts, doesn't it? But I do want to bust through my stash, I must admit, and get it under control a little bit. Yeah, well, the idea is, Sue, is that you cast on the 1st of January with A. Now, that could be the name of your yarn, it could be the name of your pattern, whatever. Yeah. I bet you got loads. But yeah, you do it however works for you, you know. I'm going to need a bag to put all this in. I've only got left now, like duplicates and that. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 skeins after that. And the only reason I didn't use any of these was because they were all duplicate names or whatever. So I'm going to put these in this bag. good. Yeah, so you cast on the 1st of January with your A yarn or your A pattern and use whatever yarn you like. It doesn't have to be an A yarn. And then 2 weeks later, you cast on B. And the idea is you cast on a new pair every 2 weeks. Okay, you don't have to finish your A socks or your B within the 2 week bracket, but you must cast on your next sock in the time. If that I hope that makes sense. I know what I mean. Makes sense to me. I know what I'm doing. I've done it before. When we did this before, because Elle created the A to Z challenge, crikey, years and years and years ago. And when I did it before, I did it at the same time as I did the 52 pair plunge. And I ended up knitting about 60 pairs of socks that year. Because I doubled some of them. So like my A was, I managed to find a pattern that it all corresponded. So, some of them counted for 2 things rather than just the one. I went to Italy for 2 weeks and we went in the van. So I was driving. So I was driving like all day, and then we were out and about looking at shit as well. So then I get in the van in the evening and frantically knit for several hours just to try and catch up. So I had to play catch up when I got home, because although I had to cast on while I was out there because it fell right in the middle, the new letter fell right in the middle of that 2 weeks that I was away. Don't knit while driving. No, you knit. Oh, I'm being attacked by tie-dye Barbie. Yeah, so I had to cast on socks while I was out there and then bring it all home and try and catch up. And I did. And then I actually managed to get ahead of myself. And I knit 60 pairs of socks that year. It was great. I've only knit about 3 pairs since then. Because I've been using what I've got. Because you do, don't you? So you've got a 16 cube unit full and 2 big tote boxes. And then a huge mountain in front of the storage of yarn you've bought. Yeah, see, I've got upstairs, I've got this massive wooden chest that's about almost as wide as my king size bed and almost as high and probably a good 2 feet deep, and that is full of fibre. And I've got more fibre sort of over there as well. So, yeah. It just builds up, doesn't it? Because you go shopping and you go, oh, I'll just buy one. Never just one. It's never just one. So I'm going to sort all this to make sure it's all in bags, just in case anything is like mothly. That's crap bag. Yeah, I was so pissed when I got fucking invaded by moths that year. I'm about to go and get breakfast with the hubby. Oh, lovely. What are you going to have? And can we all come? Take it easy. Have a good day, sweetheart. Enjoy breakfast. You've got a 16 cube fire. Yeah. You say that. And then you went and bought all that, like, pearl stuff. Yeah, no, my plan for 2021 is to definitely bust the sock stash, and then maybe 2022 I'm going to bust the fibre stash as well and get that down, because I've got so much fibre upstairs because I was in a couple of fibre clubs, and then I would go to Woolfest and just give DK Felt Studio my credit card really and buy half her shop because I love her stuff. Oh, is it all done? I don't know where my phone is. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Do you reckon this will make good sock yarn then? This stuff that you've... Yeah. The stuff that you've dyed up. Where is it? Oh, that does look pretty. I want to smush my face on that as well. Can't smush your face. It's mine. Mine. That's gorgeous. I may swap Irresistible. If I get this spun in time for the eye yarn, I may swap this out for Irresistible, because this is called Iris, isn't it? Is this Iris that you've done? Yeah. That looks really nice. I may throw that at the wheel the minute it arrives. And I don't normally pull a project off the wheel to start another project. You should do, you spun a lot of superwash Cheviot for Tour de Fleece this year and then knitted up really nice. The only time is it Cheviot or Cheviot, however the hell you pronounce it? The only time I've done that was for Tour de Fleece years and years and years and years and years ago, and it spun up so freaking fine, and I knit that green shawl top middle of my BRB screen there, and that shawl ended up fitting. Well, you see the shawl bottom right, that was a knit along. That's on a king size bed. That green shawl ended up being bigger than the king size bed, and I spun that and plied it the last night. I plied it the last night at the Tour de Fleece. I was so like, I've got to get this finished. I want to get this finished, and it came up. It actually, that won me an award at the local Spinners Guild as well. That yarn, because I spun it up, and we did at the time Christmas competitions. So I did that, and then 6 weeks later I knit that shawl, and I gave that shawl to Claire for her 40th birthday, was it? Something like that. Quite a while ago. You're along the lines of Stash Buster not buying anymore, like that's going to happen. Yeah, right. But I never thought of seeing if it was good enough for socks, because it spun up so freaking fine, you know. But if I spin it fine and 4-ply it, maybe even finer and 6-ply it, I don't know, we'll have to see. I must admit, I normally like to do either a 4-ply yarn or a chain ply yarn for socks. Oh right, see, they're quite nice. I like that top one, that's really, really nice. Beautiful dark colours. What heel is that? Is that the fish lips heel? In the blue and the red stripy one. Or did you do the same heel on? Yeah, it looks like you did the same heel on both. What heel did you do on those socks? And I wish you'd change your name, because I keep wanting to call you Jennifer now. Both fish lip. See, I've not done the fish lip one. Do you like it? Do you find it fits well? Because it looks quite pointy on that. For those of you that wonder what the fuck I'm talking about, hang on, I'll just pull it up. Dorks just posted these in my Discord, which, if you're not in, you know, I mean, do come and join it. It's very quiet, my Discord. But yeah, they look very pointy though, or is that just your blockers? Focus would probably be helpful, wouldn't it? No, I'm not ordinarily, but where I'm gonna spin like this, I think these look better with a short row heel, in my opinion, when you're using a yarn for the heels and the toes. I always think they look better. But then I'm also like, that's only 20% of it, and I do a really long cuff on my but then I don't suppose toes use much, do they? I've never knit with yarn like this before. I've never knit with I've never done a different colour for the toes and the heels and the cuffs. So that'd be a new one for me. But I always thought that, you know, when you do a different colour, it looks better on a short row. Contrasting yarns, you tend to do an afterthought. The last 5 words made no sense. Afterthought, hat, top, thumb, joint, heel. I've never heard of that. The fuck is that? But isn't an afterthought heel just a short row heel? You just leave the stitches until you get to the end, sort of thing. Itchy ear. Okay. I'll give anything a try. I suppose I could always cast it on with a thingy cast on that yarn. Knit the sock, like I say, do an afterthought heel, do the toe, go back, do the heel, and then go upwards to do the cuff. And then if I run out of yarn before I run out of cuff, that's okay. I don't mind a shorter cuff, I just prefer a fucking great long cuff because I'm like that. I so want to cast on all of these fucking socks now. Laura is video calling you. Well, how rude! Fork in the road socks. I've not heard of those. I just want to cast on all the socks now. Especially all the easy knits ones, because those are gorgeous. So striping yarn and your favourite afterthought heel. However, I keep to the length of the foot, easily customisable. Out of order and from the top down. The other. Okay. I'll give that a go. Do you know what? I'm down for that. That looks like it might be fun. It does look really, really nice how she's done that. And then the second pair down by Cleverchook has got a solid heel, hasn't it? So some of those look really, really lovely. Oh, it's I can see it better on that one by Hespe, the pink and grey stripe one. It's like a starburst. Because you can do a toe like that as well, can't you? I've never done the toe like that because I just think that looks horrible. But I never thought of trying it for a heel. What a good idea! You finish your sock, then cut in for yours. I've never done that. I suppose you could. Instead of cutting it, you could just use a strand of... I don't know. I'm going to have to see how it's worked. A strand of waste yarn, I was thinking instead, but then your yarn would be on the wrong side, wouldn't it? How do you do it where you cut in then? How do you tie your yarns off? Or does she tell you how to do that? I don't have any sock architecture books. I have, I think outside the socks, I think. You knit around for so many rounds. You use the thumb to measure how much. That's the thumb joint in the name comes from. Oh my god, that just sounds so confusing. She doesn't mention thumbs. But then I haven't opened the pattern yet, so. Oh yeah, I call it the thumb joint hat top heel. Talk about confusing. To make it fit perfectly, you'll have to measure the feet and part of the thumb of the wearer, which should confuse them greatly. Oh man. Okay. What'd you do then? Do you cut it like right in the middle of the heel so that you've got enough ends to weave in, or how? Sounds awfully confusing, that. Right, I'm putting yarn away, aren't I? What was that? That's chestnut. Is he having a strop? You pick up the stitches on either side, then just the yarn in the middle and unpick to the sides, join new yarn, yeah, Bob, and knit the heel. Okay. That still sounds really confusing. I guess it's one of those things you just kind of have to try it and believe that it will work. Well, it's like when you first turn a heel, isn't it? You just have to believe that it is actually going to make a bend in your garment. So this is another one for me. See, those look really nice, and that used that heel, did it? I like those a lot. I'm trying to find a bag big enough now. So.
Matt's in the bath. I went to the toilet.
Matt's in the bath, is he?
Yeah, and I went toilet.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. These knits are itchy.
You haven't got knits.
I do.
No, you don't. You haven't been near anybody who's got knits.
My Mama Kelly's friend.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
And I still
And I got rid of them all.
But why am I still itchy?
Because you need a bath, because you're dirty sod. Delightful child. Put all my easy knit skeins in one bag. Not all going to fit in my fucking bag from Powerman. I've got loads of bags. Bloody child. Right, got to have the flash in there. Can't wait to cast on that. And bumblebee. Still tempted to pull bumblebee out and use bramble instead. Never mind. Right, that's all of it, I think. God, I'm starving all of a sudden. You know how, like, you're fine and you think, oh, I'll be fine for hours. And then all of a sudden, your stomach goes, oi! Oi! Hungry! That's exactly how I feel. So now I'm going to put away the rest of my yarn. Got to knit this up at some point. It's just so pink. I might give it to Matthew once I've knit it up. Matthew loves wearing pink, mainly because it shocks people. Well, I'm going to have to try those heels now. I'm going to have to remember that they're there for me to try, because I'm already on the heels of my Fairy Light socks, but I'm not doing the heel flap the way she did. I'm doing like a regular heel flap, but I'm still trying to do the pattern on it and totally confusing myself in the process because I'm like that. This would be really good if I get to the end of the year and I've only got like 5 or 6 skeins left. What have we got? Bramble and those 2. Oh yeah, I was going to weigh that, wasn't I? Because I've got this yarn, but I'm not sure how much this... I've got a funny feeling I've used some of this. Found my scales. Little druggy type scales. Because they're wee. I'm sure there's not enough here. Oh, no, that says there's enough there. I can't remember what this yarn was, but there's enough there. There's over 100 grams of that. Lovely. Cool. Right. So I'm going to put that in with another batch of yarn. Yeah, they're great because they fit in your bag out of the way, don't they? I need to make a little notions bag, but I don't carry that many notions with me. And most of my notions are in a... Hang on, I'll go get it because I quite like it. Love you too, baby. I don't use notions as a rule. Like, I don't use a lot of stitch markers. I don't use anything, even though I've got quite a lot, because people keep giving them to me. I don't know why. I don't use stitch markers, but people keep giving them to me. So I've got this, and this is by Kipling, and it's for jewellery, and it had this on it, which I thought was a brilliant idea. Claire got it for me. So I've got those stitch markers and some of these, which somebody sent me, with you know, instructions. I'll make one right, purl 2 together, blah 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 blah. And then I've got dental floss, because everybody has dental floss and I never know why, so I've got it anyway. These stitch markers, which are really, really cool, and I kept thinking I'm going to put these in my hair one of these days because they make great danglies. This is a row counter that you put on your needles. Oh, I don't do lifelines. Who does lifelines? How boring. I've got 2 of them. Oh, I dropped whatever that was. It was a T-pin. Hang on. I don't do lifelines. Live dangerously. I've got a T-pin for undoing my doohickeys. A couple of them. A couple of stitch counters. That was my mum's. No, it wasn't. I bought that one. Some stitch markers in there. And that's about it. Oh yeah, I got these. I bought, there's a mix in here, but I bought the starry ones myself from Fripperies and Bibelots. And then somebody bought me, and I've lost some of them. I'm really, really pissed off. Oh, they're not in there. Where are they then? Where are my snooker ones? Somebody bought me a set. Oh, they must be on something. Oh, they're on the blanket. Somebody bought me a set of snooker themed stitch markers, and they're really good. The stitch markers, the circles are green, and then there's a little gem on each one, and each gem is a different colour. So you've got red for your red balls, and then you've got green, yellow, red, yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black. And then there's a gold one for the trophy as well. And somebody bought me those, and I don't know where half of them have gone. I've mislaid half of them over the years, but I thought that was kind of cute. But yeah, people keep giving me stitch markers, and it's just like, I don't want stitch markers. I don't do lifelines. I don't do stitch markers. Sewing in needle and T-pins for undoing them. So yeah, I mean, I've got this, but I must admit, the only thing I ever use it for is the T-pins, to be honest. But it was pretty and I like it, but my scales don't fit in it. So they live in a pocket in my knitting bag. I've got a really awesome knitting bag. And it was given to me 2 years ago. And it was, it's originally a Stampin' Up bag. And it was a demonstrator's bag, and it's got like loads of pockets and folding up bits, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And she went, would you like it? And I was like, seriously? And she just gave me this bag. I was like, that's really, really awesome. So yeah. Right, so I'm going to put that away as well. And then all my sock yarn is actually away nice and tidy. I really wish I'd weighed that now and we'd named it. Because that's really pretty, that one. I like that. It reminded me of Bramble, but like darker colours. And I'll put Bramble in that bag as well. And then that's just 2 Ziploc bags that I've got of sock yarn left to do. Oh my god, I've just knocked about 10 things off my table. You don't use lifelines either. Yeah, I know. I might just take it out because it's never going to get used. I'm really glad I found mine actually, because I bought my scales from Sparkle Duck at the last Woolfest she went to. She bought a load in and sold them, and I bought them from her. I've now got loads of Ziploc bags available. That's awesome. It's good to sort. It's great to sort stuff out. I'm going to have to try those heels, definitely. Right, well, okay, on that note then, let's go raid somebody else. Because, you know, you've all gone quiet on me and I'm talking to myself. Unless I knit a bit. What should I do? Should I knit a bit or should we go raid somebody else?
I think we should go and raid someone else.
Well, that means I stop streaming if we do that. What do you care? You're watching TV.
Oh, true. So you're going to raid someone else. What?
You're still here, you're stuffing your face. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'm going to run to the loo and then I'll do some knitting. Okay, back in a sec. Fayonnaise, love the name. Good to hang. Sorry you don't chat. That's right, as long as I know that you're there, you know. It's nice to know that people are actually watching me. But I run out of things to say, so you guys, while I'm in the loo, have to give me subject matter for when I come back. 2 ticks. My son's in the bath. Dara just came down and told me that. Matt's in the bath. I just went for a wee. Well, I'm not going for a wee while Matt's in the bath because, you know. So I'm going to squash down and pack away all of my Ziploc bags because that's good. I've got loads now.
Mum, you're
yes.
going to go and raid someone else.
When Matt gets out of the bath in 5 or 10 minutes, I just got to the top of the stairs. I was like, "You're in a bath, aren't you?" He's like, "Yeah." "How long are you going to be?" He's like, "Oh, 5 to 10 minutes." You're a skinny ass chef. It does not take you 5 to 10 minutes to wash all of that. Unless he's washing it really, really fast. All my Ziploc bags have sealed themselves and I can't squash the air. So yeah, bloody kids are in the bath. Thinks I get a jug.
That's why I should have gone with.
I didn't know Matmu was in the bath.
I told you.
Well, I forgot. Sorry.
Terrible.
Sod.
You are terrible.
I'm a terrible person, am I?
You're a terrible rememberer.
Terrible rememberer, I am.
Yeah.
That's got a hole in it, so that's no good. Actually, I might use that to put the others in.
Mum,
That's crap, that's crap.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I love you like the billion of thousand.
Do you love me lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots?
I love you a billion thousand.
1,000,000,000! Well, that's just an awesome amount, isn't it, you guys?
I love Mama.
1,000,000,000.
I love her.
That is cool. Thanks.
We're going to get married.
We are. And live in a castle.
Tell what else that
We're gonna get married. We're gonna live in a castle.
we're
We're gonna sit on thrones. I'm gonna have a crown, and he's gonna have a crown. And there's gonna be a dragon in the dungeon, and lots of rooms for all of the guards who are going to look after us.
And I'm the king. She's the queen.
He's gonna be the king, and I'm gonna be the queen.
And there's lots of room for the
I
night.
said that bit. Lots of rooms for the knights. And
We have an awesome racing car.
we have an awesome racing car, do we?
We need to buy one.
We need to buy one. Okay. So yes, I'm trying to keep the pattern while working an actual heel flap.
Guys, call me from now on the Speed King.
The Speed King? I don't think so somehow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Have you tidied up all your Lego that's all over my office floor?
Not yet.
Well, why not?
Because
Out of all of my children, Vic, he's the only one of my boys, and I've got 4 boys now, who has said, "I love you, Mummy, I'm going to marry you when I grow up." And everybody said, "Oh yeah, little boys always want to marry their mummy," and I'm like, mine didn't.
but I did.
You do, because you're my little man, aren't you?
And guess what, Mum?
My baby.
Mum,
Yeah.
we're gonna have swords.
Swords! Ah, that sounds awesome.
We have lots of weapons.
Lots of weapons. You're very violent.
I am damn not.
You are.
Matt.
Come on, tidy up your crap out of my room, please.
Oh, Matt told you. Oh, damn.
Go on. I've told you to stop saying that.
I'm trying to get the Lego.
Yeah, well, don't leave it there. Doesn't stay there, does it? I just like tidied it and left it in my room. What's that? Oh, monitor is nearly here. You want it now? It's here, yay! That'll keep you quiet for 5 minutes and setting up a monitor. Didn't know you'd ordered a monitor.
My toy truck.
Wait, you
says
get
stop.
deliveries on a Sunday? We don't. Nobody here works Sundays. Certainly not couriers and post office. So if anything is down for a 2-day delivery, yeah, see, we don't. It's like I've got something coming from Hermes, and I really hope it comes, because they said that I wouldn't get it until like after Christmas, but it's Christmas presents, so I'm really hoping. And then I got a message yesterday saying that Hermes have got the parcel and they're processing it for me, and that was yesterday. Of course, there's been no movement since, so you know, I'm hoping it will arrive Monday or Tuesday. We'll just have to see. But oh, do you get like same day delivery with stuff? Because we don't get that here either. Stores don't do same day delivery for us. not even like local shops. People are going, support local, and I'm like, fuck that. It's like my mum loves we've got a farm down the road called the House of Chili, and they do like balsamic vinegars and all these different, you know, chili vinegars and flavoured vinegars and that. My mum loves it, and she buys a bottle or two, you know, every sort of couple of months or so. And during lockdown, he never seemed to be open, so I put a post up on the community pages on Facebook saying, you know, does anybody know when this guy's out? Blah 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 blah. And somebody was like, oh, well, you can order from the website. And I said, I'm not ordering from the fucking website when he charges $5.95 for delivery. You know, he probably drives past my house on his way home. And then it turned out that my oldest son works with his wife, and she thought he was at work. Oops. Oh, bathroom's free. Be right back. I was back. So yeah, I might well have caused a domestic there with that thing. But there we go. Sometimes I really hate that my loo is upstairs. So my mum said when I moved back into this house, because I only moved back in here sort of 5 years ago, she said, why don't you have a toilet put in under the stairs? And I said, well, why would I need one? Well, in case the bathroom's free, because the loos are up in the bathroom upstairs. And I was like, yeah, but there's only like, you know, 3 of us living in the house. And it's not like it was when I had 4 children, all fighting for the bathroom and the toilet, you know. So she was like, well, what are you going to do if under the stairs? And I've actually got my appliances under the stairs because I've got a tiny, tiny kitchen. And for the most part, that's fine. And it's, you know, it's not a problem. And then every now and then one of my kids turns up because they've only got a shower down the road. And they're like, Mum, can I have a soak in the bath? Especially Callie, where she's like halfway through the pregnancy now. pop home every so often for a bath. Absolutely. That's what Mum's house is for, isn't it? But yeah, my daughter's 22 weeks pregnant. So, yeah, because they've only got a shower down the road. She's been up here, 3 times already to use my bath. Mum, can I have a soak in a bath? I suppose so. Keep thinking about the dual monitor setup that Elle's got, and Doc is obviously doing or whatever. I just don't have room for 2 monitors. And somebody said we'll put it on top, but I've got no way of attaching it, you know. I'd have to clear my desk off and do a different type of setup. I suppose you were lucky then that uni wasn't too far away from home if you could pop back and grab a bath. When I was pregnant with Daryl, we lived in this flat that had this huge bathroom, and it had a bath and a shower, separate shower unit, all within the bathroom. And I used to get up in the morning and have a shower, and then at night I would have a bath. My water bill was quite high when I was pregnant. Because you get up in the shower to get clean, don't you? A shower in the morning is lovely, and that shower was great. It was like super duper fast and super duper hot, which was lovely. But then a bath in the evening, especially when pregnant, is ideal to relax. Sorry about the laughing. This is monitor 3. Why do you need 3 monitors? Well, they're saying that Terry Pratchett had like 9, didn't he? It was 6 or 9, one of the two. But seriously, why do you need that many monitors? I'd like a second one, I must admit, because for porn. I would like a second one because I quite often watch TV in here, and by TV I mean Netflix, Amazon Prime, because Daryl likes to watch children's TV, and I can't buy children's TV. I find it extremely patronising. So when he's like today, he's got a day off schoolwork because it's Sunday and it's nearly Christmas and I can't be bothered. So I said to him, go on then, you've got free rein of the TV for the day. And he pulls down a shitload of toys from upstairs. He goes off in the night and he's quite happy. As you can see, he comes in and out and chats away to me. And I watch, at the moment, I'm binge watching Doctor Who. But I like it full screen. And I don't have another monitor. But if I had another monitor, I wouldn't know where to put it. Because I would want them quite close to each other so that I could just flick my gaze back and forth. But where my monitor is now, where you guys are sitting at, my desk is here. Hang on. Let me put you on FaceTime. My desk is here, okay? You are on, like, those really useful box rainbow drawers next to my desk. Twitch on one, Netflix on another, and Discord or game on the third. Fair enough. So I don't have room the way that I'm currently set up. I would need to completely redo my setup and probably put my monitors on my desk and put them there rather than over there. I do have 2 drawer units, but I've got quite a large wide monitor. It's an iMac. So it's not like I can even put them on the wall because it's an iMac. I could put the second one on the wall, I suppose. I don't know. I'll show you. I'll take a picture of my setup. And if anybody's got any ideas, then you can say, right, this is what I recommend. I recommend a bigger desk. That's what I'd like to do. I suppose I could. Oh, that desk isn't even bigger, really. I could actually swap things around because I've got a sewing table there, which is wider. The problem I've got with this desk is it's not very wide. Right, I'm going to put a picture in my Discord, you guys. If you're not in my Discord, then, you know, why not? I'll put it in general chat. My desk is a mess. I'm a crafter. So, yeah, come and have a look in my Discord general there. I could, I suppose, move everything over there. Set up my monitors at the back of the table. The trouble is I've got a radiator back there that wouldn't hurt it any, would it? Wouldn't hurt the monitors as long as they're not like right on top of it. I might do that. I might swap them round. And then my printer could live on here. I might do that now that I've said that. Should be fine as long as they're not right on top. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I bring them forward a little bit. Because the radiator, top of the radiator is, I think, yeah, it's like an inch higher than the actual table. But this table is a lot deeper. So I would be able to have a little bit more. The issue I've got with this table here, it's so small. You know, this is one of those tables that you fit onto a Calyx unit. And that's how small it is. It is. And once you've got sort of your computer in it, it's only 23 inches deep. And once you've got your monitor standing on it, because like I say, it's an iMac, so it's got a stand, all of a sudden you've sort of lost about 6 inches. And I quite often find that I'm struggling to put things on here, but I could use this for like my ephemera bits and bobs and that. Yeah, oh, do you know what? I'm really, really tempted now to reorganise my craft room today, which I might do, because I've got to go and bake a cake in a minute. Oh my god, yes, do it. Yes, we might have to do that later. What you could do is raise the monitors a little more with a riser. Yeah, I actually bought one. I bought one ages ago, and it was made of very, very thin wood though. And I noticed after about a year, I don't know if it was the weight of the Mac or what, but it actually started to bow because it was too heavy. But if I got a thicker one, that'd be better. Oh yeah, I'm really tempted now to organise. And my sewing machine could live on this table. I could tidy everything away into those drawers. Because the other issue I've got as well is where I like to have stuff on my table and accessible. The drawers that are over there, because I've got a 2x4 Calyx unit over there, and there's drawers in the top 4 things, but I can't get into any of them because there's stuff in front of them. I'm awful. I really am. Oops. You're going to organise your craft drawers. I keep doing that. The trouble I've got is if I put it all away in drawers, I forget what I've got. That's what all ends up sitting out on the tables. But it wouldn't matter if I moved everything over, because I use a light when I stream anyway. It's a little overhead lamp here that this camera's attached to. the only difference is that instead of the door and that wall being behind me, it will be that wall and part of the window. But I usually don't stream during the day. This is a new one for me. I usually stream it in the evenings, and the curtains will be closed anyway. So quite tempted to do that. You try and organise different crafts into their own drawers and use them. So, what crafts do you do then? Thing is, I know I wouldn't keep it very tidy because you can see from the sewing table behind me, look at the state of it. Because I just dump stuff next to me and think I'll put that away in a minute, and then I don't. Because I'm like that. But to be fair, a good quarter of the table is taken up by my printer. Do you know what I mean? It's huge. It goes to there, and then it comes forward 2.5 foot, and then I've got my sewing machine on there as well. So those two large items take up quite a lot of the table. But I figure if I can put my printer on here, my printer could even go on the drawer that iMac currently is. Do you know what I mean? You put your printer under. Yeah, I scan a lot though. At the moment, I seem to be doing quite a bit of scanning, especially because my daughter's had more than the normal type of scans. More than the usual type of ultrasound scans during her pregnancy. So because she gets a picture, she brings it up, I scan it in, I print off a shitload of copies, and they all get sent off to family. So I've been using my scanner a fair bit. But my printer could go on top of one of these units. Yeah, see, now my brain's going. I never thought of switching desks. Hello, Willie the Sloth. How are you, my love? Well, it's good afternoon for us, but there you go. We're just talking about rearranging my craft area. Thinking of moving you guys and everything that's on my desk onto this table. And then moving my printer and my scanner over here and tidying all that crap away. I've also got over there one of those little tabletop ironing board things, but that can be folded up and put away. Yeah, no, it's afternoon, honey. It's 2 p.m. nearly. I'm quite tempted. I might be doing that this afternoon. This afternoon for you too. You're only in Devon. Oh, right, okay. We've had quite a productive morning. We've sorted out my yarn, my sock yarn for 2021. And now we're just talking about rearranging my craft room. I might have to eat first because I'm absolutely starving. Gosh, I've been on there for nearly 2 hours. Well, this should be the lounge. You know, if you go by the standard what they reckon when you move into a house, this is the front room of the house. Okay, you come in the front door into the hallway, which is there, and this is the first room you come to on the right. And then the second room you come to is what should be the dining room because it's next to the kitchen. But that room is a lot warmer than this room. It's unbearable during the summer, but in the winter it's warmer because it faces south, so it gets more sun. So I swapped the rooms around. Also, this is the slightly larger room. So, oh, you're back, are you? Where did you go? You left me. I'm going to rearrange my craft room. Of course you did. Laura video called you. You're gone ages. We were just discussing me rearranging the craft room. I've been discorded again. You haven't spoken for a month? What a bloody mess. I'll piss off. So what we're talking about doing, I posted a picture in my Discord if you want to go and have a quick look. That's my current setup. So I've got a calyx there and a desk that comes out from the calyx. Next to that, I've got 2 sets of those rainbow drawers from Really Useful Box, which my iMac... I need a bigger desk, I do, which my iMac currently sits on, but I would like a dual screen setup. You know, I could probably go 1/2 inch a monitor off of one of my kids. But I haven't got enough room here, in front of me. On my desk I've got crap, and my light and my mic and all that lot are all in the way. This desk, this one is only 23 inches wide. This one that I normally have underneath my camera is only 23 inches deep, sorry. Okay. This desk is a lot deeper. And what I'm thinking is that I should swap them around and put my sewing machine and my printer, which is over there, on this desk with my drawers that hold bits of ephemera and other bits and bobs all onto the calyx desk. Then put my monitors and everything else on the sewing desk, because it's a lot deeper and it would give me a lot more room. And then I could, if I wanted to, I could put a screen up behind me if I wanted to, but I'm not likely to at the moment. You offed out? Okay, cock. Yeah, see, now your desk is just stupendously tidy. What are the white thingies for? And what is that a downwards pointing light? Where's your mic? Oh, it's there. See, my mic is on a mic arm. A downwards pointing light and a camera. I can't see that very well. I can see the camera facing... Oh, it is me.
Because I think I've watched too much stuff.
Right, go watch Netflix instead.
I want to go on Amazon Prime.
No.
Why?
Because I said no.
Fine, and I'm going to have to wait for it.
It will feel like, oh yeah, it probably won't, because the rest of it's still a mess. And I still need to go and 1/2 inch a monitor off of somebody. Is there a monitor upstairs in that bedroom, Matt?
I don't think so.
I can't remember whether Alex took it with him or not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Because he doesn't use it, does he? He's only got the one monitor. I may well be doing that later. Organising my craft room bed. So the big white squares are your lights? What are those big white square things? Oh, okay. Yes. Now I know why you can let Breezy run around so much, because you've got a pretty clean desk. I'm having a nose now. What's that Stream Deck thing do? I'm having a. What, stream while I'm rearranging? I can't because I'd have to unplug my computer to move it. And I would lose you, unfortunately. So yeah. Because somebody else said that, stream while you rearrange your craft room around or move. Because I did think at one point about moving over into the window. You know, putting it. Changes your scenes and does other cool things. That's a bit doohickey cool then, isn't it? You haven't got them all on Streamlabs on your computer then? Yeah, I see the mic next to the Stream Deck. Mine's on an arm. There. Which is what my son gave it to me, so. Okay, babe, see you later. Post your shit show.
How do you like Ninjago?
No. J-A-G-O.
Can you write down on the TV on Netflix?
Two hicks.
Hello.
Don't press anything.
Okay, yo, camera B. She's the camera B. She doesn't. Still anything. What? Oh, really? Do you have to? Thank you. Al sending me yarn balls.
Oh, does she? Yeah, what a shock.
Thank
Go on.
you, Al.
So you don't have to click out if you're gaming. You see, now I would want one just because it's cool. I don't game, but I would want one just because so I could go click and do it. It's like I can never get the key binding to work. You know, where you're supposed to be able to press a button and it'll mute your camera or whatever. It's like on because I use slobs when I'm live, but I use OBS when I record because for some reason if I record via slobs and then put it into iMovie, it crashes iMovie. I don't know why. So I have to record on regular OBS. And on there I've got this a little heat gun thing that I made for when I'm using my heat gun. But I tried to attach it to a key so that I press a key and it comes up and it also mutes the thing, and it never worked. I could never get it to work. Do I play any games? No, I don't. I don't have time to sit and play games. I'm too busy knitting or with him or, you know. I run two houses. That's the trouble. I've got this house and as you can see I'm not a very good housewife. And then I go down the road and clean up. I look after my mum and all that lot. So, you know, I don't really have time to computer. I'm not a very good gamer. Although I knit and I spin and I sew and all that lot, I'm not very dexterous. So my kids tried to teach me how to play Assassin's Creed once. I love Assassin's Creed. I could sit and watch people play Assassin's Creed until the cows come home. It's fantastic. And so they said, go on, Mum, we'll set you up and you can play as Altair. So I was like, right. What button does what? So like, right, this button does this and this button does this and your sneak attack is there. And I'm like, right ho. So I'm in the market. And he's like, you've got to go up behind that dude and kill him with your hidden blade. And I'm like, got it. And I go sneaking through the marketplace up behind this dude. And I took out my sword and I beat him to death with it. Because I couldn't remember what button to press. I panic. See, I go, oh my God. And I press all the buttons. And there are too many buttons on a game controller nowadays. I played the original Lara Croft and I was really, really good at it because I only needed to know 4 buttons. But now you've got buttons to go forwards, buttons to move your cameras, and then you've got your D-pad, which seems to do different things as well. And I can't make it work. I cannot make it work. My kids think it's fucking hysterical. And they're like, you can do all these things. You can type over 100 words a minute and yet you cannot work a PlayStation controller. No. Last thing I played was Gauntlet Dark Legacy, which we set that up because the network, PlayStation Network, were doing it, I think, free for a bit, or you got it during a free trial or something. So my son took out a free trial over Christmas and we got together a couple of evenings over the space of the month and we all played Gauntlet. So my son was like, do you want to be something that shoots people or something that beats them? I was like, I'm going to be something that beats them, because I don't hang back. You know, I go running in and into the middle of it all and go, ah, and beat them all. That just suited me. So he was the, we've got the warrior, the elf, the magician, and what's the other one? Warrior, the elf, the magician. On the sorceress. Was it? Is that right? But you got 2 that can shoot from a distance and 2 that go in and fight anyway. And Matt and I were the 2 that went in and fought, and Alex and Carl were the 2 that shot from a distance. So yeah, that worked quite well. How do you keep your desk so tidy, Al? I'm sitting here thinking about your desk now, and I'm really jelly. Because I'm like, it's just, you're obviously too tidy. Is it all on the floor next to your desk? Is this... Because I see you reach down and grabbing bags earlier on. Is that what you got? You got it all on the floor under the desk? Maybe. Maybe. Or did you just go, shit, I'm going to take a photo, swipe. Oh, you've got a bookshelf or something there as well. Yeah, see now, I've got drawers. And they're full. I've got drawers there, they are full. I've got drawers there, they are full. I've got shit under there. Look, no word of a lie, you can see. I've got stuff under there. That is all full. I've got drawers and 2 Charminiers, yeah. This is the issue I've got. I just have so much stuff. Thousands of stuff, I do, don't I? That's very helpful. Git. You got rid of a lot of stuff this year. Yeah. See, I've been sent stuff that I'm like, I don't think I'm going to keep it. Some lovely woman from London sent me this massive box of stuff for junk journaling. And it's the style of junk journaling that I don't do. Yeah, it's like she actually sent me like actual junk for junk journaling. And I'm like, I wouldn't use that. I don't get the whole stick shit in that isn't relevant to what I'm posting about. I don't do that style of junk journaling. So I've got a lot of stuff here that I'm not going to use. So I think what I'm going to do is bag it all up and take it to the charity shops. Even the stuff that I think that's really pretty, because I know I'm not going to fucking use it. And I need to put my stamps up, so I've got so much in the way of stamps that I just know I'm not going to use. Boxes upon boxes of crap that I just know I'm not going to use. But I'm sort of the opinion of, well, I paid for some of this and it seems like it's a real waste of money because I can't afford to throw money away. But then I go out and I buy shit and I don't end up using it all. Yeah, I mean, there are. This actually came up on someone's stream I was watching the other day. There are several different forms of junk journaling. Okay, you can have junk journaling where you literally stick rubbish, what we call rubbish, trash, if you're American, trash, into a journal. And I'm like, well, why? Why would you do that? And then you've got some where people buy pretty ephemera to go into a book. Now I've got pretty ephemera, you know. Let's see. I've got some stickers that are, you know, little piggy stickers because they're cool, but they're all doing something. So there you go. You've got what I've seen. That's perfect for me. Eating a cupcake, playing on the computer. Lovely. Working through lunch. Call me. You know, and I buy these because they're cute and they don't take up a shitload of room. But saying that, right, this drawer is one of 3. I have 9 of those units sitting here on my desk and they've all got something in them. And my Lexa's sitting on top. You know, but then there's other things that I wouldn't use. Oh no, there's one empty drawer. Yay me. Where is the vintage ladies one? There it is. Then there's this drawer that I got these on AliExpress, and these are vintage Victorian ladies. I don't know when I'm going to use these. Especially not one that says Her Majesty's corset. But people seem to sort of stick stuff down in junk journals and it's not relevant to what they're posting. Because they're too... Yeah, but you've only got a wee bujo, haven't you? Whereas I've got, you know, I've got my big... where is it? You know, this is mine. But everything I stick in here is relevant. I don't get the whole sticking things in that aren't relevant. So... And I like stickers occasionally, but to be honest, I quite often forget to use them. So everything on here is relevant to us. We went to Costa, so I stuck Costa things in here, you know. But then it's like I watch one junk journalist called Johanna Clough, and that's when I put the tree up. A bit fell off my tree, so I stuck it in. And she sticks loads of photos in hers, and I'm like, I don't go anywhere or do anything that requires me to take that many photos, you know? And as gorgeous as Daryl is, I don't want to photograph him watching YouTube or something, you know? But then it's like, I've got a map to stick in mine because Daryl drew me a treasure map, you guys. This is the treasure, this is the beach. That's the way you've got to go. That's a laser beam, apparently, that's gone all the way around. That's a tree. That's the sky and it's raining, because when he drew it, it was raining. So this has got to go in at some point as well. Now, I could fold it in half and slide it in and use it as a page. Or I can find some other way to put it in. You know. Did anyone miss you? No, we didn't. So that's got to go in, you know. But this is A5 size. Basically because a lot of pages, especially ones that I'm going to print, are A4. You just fold them in half, which is great, you know. That's why I do A5 size. So, yeah. But then I got sent this the other week, which I've got no idea who sent me this. And it's from a company that I was ordering stamps from. And this is a little journal kit, right? So I got washi, which I thought was nice. Some stickers. Some little labels. Little set of stamps. Some more stickers. And then a little journal. And I was absolutely blown away by this. I don't know who sent me this. I have not found out. So I'm like, wow. And I'm considering actually having a go at journaling in this. Because there's enough room to write, but, you know, I've got photo room as well. Cameras! So, yeah, I don't know where this came from. I don't know who sent it to me. There was nothing in the envelope. It just arrived. And I'm quite tempted to give it a go journaling in that size as well. Just for the giggles. Yeah, I might do. When I finish the one that I'm doing, I might just journal in that one for the giggles, just to see if I can, really. You know? But I don't get the whole journaling and sticking in stuff that is not at all relevant to the post that you're doing. But yeah, I mean, Johanna Clough, she seems to have... She posts relevant stuff. Like they go out and she collects things from their days out. And I'm like, well, I don't seem to go anywhere that gives me stuff that I can bring home and put in my journal. Do you know? Yeah, I don't go anywhere for a start. I haven't done this year. Excuse me, I've got a bit of heartburn. And then when I do, I only tend to go out shopping. So it's not like I can come home and I don't want a journal full of till receipts. You go for walks and just have pictures of ducks all the time. Yeah, exactly. But then they say that, you know, pick up pretty leaves and put those in. And something I want to have a go at is, oh man, I'm so low on steps today. I've done fuck all. What am I at? 1,284. Timer. Should we do a 5-minute go? Go on then, we'll do a 5-minute being as we're like, right, okay, and go. Something else I'd like to have a go at is flower pressing. You know? So that when we're out and about and Daryl picks up a flower and says, here, I'll take this home, mummy, I can bring it home, press it, and one thing Johanna Clough does is she laminates it. So he'll pick up, like her little kids will pick up a daisy or a dandelion and go, here, mummy, this is for you. And she brings it home, sticks it in her press, laminates it, and then uses it as like a flip or a tuck or something, you know, in her journal. And it just looks really cool. And I'm like, that's an awesome idea. If I've got to hydrate, I'm going to have to go and find something to drink because I don't have anything on me. So hang on a second. I will keep stepping while I'm looking for a drink. I'm still live.
Hi. I'm just getting lunch. Because it's time for lunch, so you guys better go and get lunch.
You used to do flower. Did you have a special flower pressing kit? Or did you just do it in, like, you know, in between a couple of books or whatever? I even bought special paper for it and I don't know what the fuck I've done with it. Because somebody said, is it wax paper? How are you pressing it? It's in a sketchbook under heavy stuff and everything like that. Yeah. See, I was thinking about finding somebody who's a bit good with wood. Because all you need is like a couple of bits of wood. I saw somebody make one out of breadboards. Wooden breadboards. You know, the thicker ones. And what they... Hi Danielle, good morning. What they did was they drilled 4 holes in each corner of both breadboards and then used those big long screw type, is it coach bolts, is that what they're called? So hello Stitch and Shy, you use heavy books and wax paper. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure I bought some wax paper and I'm not quite sure what I've done with it. I'll have to look for it. You used to have a flower press when you were little and you loved it. Yeah, see, I saw somebody make one. That might have been a book presso. And she made it out of these 2 wooden breadboards and 4 bolts. And that was it. And she said literally all she did was she got her partner to drill 4 holes in each breadboard. Wing nuts and bolts. Yeah, that kind of thing. But they were big, long ones. So they went through the 2. She bought long ones because hers was a book press. Because she was a bookbinder, and she would press Daryl. She would press her book through in between these 2 things, and the bolts had to be long enough, which is why I think they were called coach bolts, because they were a good like 3 inches long. Haven't got any wax paper, but you think when you look to see how flowers doing, the pages are a bit juicy. Yeah. Yeah, which is why I think wax paper's recommended. I've just been told a parcel's been delivered, but it's Sunday and no, it hasn't. Oh, that was yesterday. Yes, that was yesterday. Delete that.
Want to hear my new song?
No.
Back
No.
on.
No. Go.
Aww.
Go on, because it's too noisy. And I think Daryl, it would be something good for Daryl to learn as well about flower pressing and all that lot, you know. How long do you leave it for as well in the press? Is it like a week, a month? I don't know these things. Time's up. I'm going now though, so I'm kind of inclined to keep going. Right, if you're not stepping, get off your asses and step. Weeks. You leave them for a month or so. Okay, I can do that. It's like I've got a couple of heavy books over there. One of them's actually an encyclopedia of gardening. So I could use that, you know, to act as my... Get a couple of G-clamps and just fucking clamp them together. I'm looking at my desk now going, I could just move it all. Callie thinks she's got a 22-inch chunky ass TV that I could have as my second monitor. Because this has I'm sure this has a HDMI port, and I just HDMI to HDMI, and that should work. Pretty sure. Du-du-dum. So, yeah, I might well rearrange my... I should be fucking baking as well. It's afternoon. I haven't done a cake yet. So what I might do today, when we finished in here, is go and put a cake in, because Dundee cake takes fucking hours, and then come in here and rearrange the room. I wonder if I could talk my daughter into sending hubby up in the loft to get me this extra TV. I bet she'll say no. How much creeping would I have to do for someone to check if it has HDMI and bring it to me? Because if she'll bring me that second monitor, then that will get me to do it even more, actually. Although I am inclined to do it. I'm going to have to move my lamp. My overhead lamp, which this camera is attached to, is what provides my light. That's going to be a bit awkward because the radiator's there. See, now she's not answering me because she knows I want something. Now I want to do all the crafts. There's somebody doing Norse table carving on Twitch, and that looks fascinating. There's me eyeing up my table. Look, not too worried if I don't get like maximum steps in today, because I don't mind having a day off every now and then. Yay, yarn plied! Need to eat and drink. It's highly overrated. Such thinking. I know, but now that I've had the idea to move everything, I'm kind of like, I want to do it now. Awful. I am. If I think of like I'm going to do something, it's like, got to do it right now. Because that's what I'm like. I'm dreadful. My steps haven't gone up much considering we've been doing this for nearly 10 minutes. Yeah, that's the ice cube thingy inside it. Can you see that blue thing inside? You could fit a couple in there, couldn't you? I've actually been at this for ages, thinking, how could I reorganise my craft room? But the way the room is set out, there's nowhere to put anything else. This room is jam-packed full of junk. Because you've got my desk here with the 2 rainbow drawers next to it. My wheel is next to that. And then about 3 feet away from my wheel is the sofa that's in the bay window. You know? And then on that wall over there is my Calyx unit, which takes up the whole wall. There is a tiny, tiny little space in the middle. She says, today it's a damn heavy TV. It has HDMI because I was using it for getting the one off of you. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'd like it today. Because then I can rearrange my room and have two monitors. That would be really cool. Do you know what else I've got to do? I had to create another Facebook profile, Elle, so that I could message a certain somebody to ask for that thing that I've been waiting 5 years for. I haven't checked to see if he's messaged me back yet. I forgot. It wasn't until I got into bed last night and I thought, oops, shit, I didn't check Facebook. Hang on. I am looking. Hang on. Switch accounts. Oh, there's an update. Oh, why can't you know what the fucking login is? I can't remember what I set for the login now. I thought my computer saved it. Yeah, I've had a reply. Oh, he messaged me back half an hour later. He's going to ask his daughter if I can use her address because apparently he's travelling. Lazy fuck. Can afford to go travelling. Yeah. And that's being polite. Yay, my son-in-law's going to bring me the telly so that I can attach it and have two monitors. Oh, red. Let's see if he's going to send anything abusive. Oh dear. Yeah, I created a profile and I set it up in like that name. Didn't add anything, no pictures, nothing. Just sent him a message because I can't send it off of mine because we've blocked each other. You know, so even if I unblock him and search for him, I tried, it wouldn't let me send it. So he's blocked me. So I had to set up a new profile. Yay, new TV coming! Yay, yeah, 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 yeah. That's awesome. Why don't people invite you to like their page? I think. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, right? For those of you that don't know, in England we've got a tier system going on due to COVID. If you are in tier 1, then you're pretty much safe and you're fine. If you're in tier 4, then, you know, stay home, don't leave, don't breathe, and all that kind of thing. I'm in tier 1. And it's like people are posting on the Facebook community information pages that we've got. Just heard on the radio that the late night ferries were full, bringing people over to the island last night. That will probably have a domino effect for islanders being very wary about venturing out and supporting local businesses during this tough time. What a shame there are such assholes in the world that don't give a toss. And a local MP that always has his head up his ass. Because that's what it's like. People are coming over here because we're tier 1. Only place in the UK, I think, left now, aren't we? Or is Cornwall still tier 1? Yeah. And when you say to the ferry companies, you know, why are you letting these people on the ferries? They're like, oh, well, we can't stop them. Well, yeah, you can. It says in your terms and conditions we have the right to refuse service to anybody. Regardless of whether they've booked and paid or not, they have the right to refuse them entry onto the ferries. So in my book, you should be asking everybody, what's your address? Show us your driving licence. If you're not an Isle of Wight resident, fuck off. You don't need to be coming over here. It's terrifying. It's terrifying, you know? My mum went out. I took my mum to the shop for the first time on Tuesday, was it? Took her to the range. First time because she wanted a new kettle. And I said, why don't you order one off Amazon? She said, because I don't want one off Amazon. She said, I want to actually see them. And so I said, well, I can take you to the range or we can go to Curry's. So she said, well, let's go to the range and we can look at other stuff. So I was like, okay then. First time my mum has left the house and gone anywhere in at least 6 months. She went to Morrison's 2 or 3 times in between the 2 lockdowns, and that was it. She hasn't been anywhere else. You know, she hasn't been out and about for pleasure since like March. I don't get it though, Doc. That's the thing. Why don't people give a shit? Is it that they don't believe there's a virus? Is it that they think they're God and they're not going to get it? Or do you know what I mean? I just don't get why people don't give a fuck. don't you have mums and grandmas and grandpas and dads and sick people in your family? It's like, Christ, if Stuart hadn't already passed away, I'd have gone all of this year without seeing him. Because he's had cancer. Stuart had cancer when he was 17. And his dad had cancer before his dad died as well. So I wouldn't have been able to see Stuart because Stuart lived with his parents. And where I bubbled with my mum because I'm her carer, we wouldn't have seen each other all this year. Yeah, it's like, oh, you haven't seen your parents in fucking at all this year, have you? They think only of themselves because they're as good. Yeah, I know. But then they're going to be there, and the minute they get ill, they go run into the hospitals. Year and a half. You know? And it just winds me up. It's like during that first lockdown, I didn't leave the house for 12 weeks because we were isolating because Daryl had a cold from school. And we went into self-isolation when the rules were that you had to self-isolate for a week. So we were like, fine, we will self-isolate for a week. During that time, it got moved up to 2 weeks. No, if you're home with a cough, then it's 2 weeks. Well, Daryl's one of those children that, you know, he even sees another child and he's immediately caught their cold. You know, and so during that week that we were isolating for, and I said to the school, do you want me to isolate him, with them knowing that he suffers colds all year round because he's one of them? And they said, yes, we think you should because he's coughing. So I said, okay, fine. So we came home to isolate for a week. 2 or 3 days later, Boris announced, no, it's now 2 weeks. Okay, fine, it's now 2 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Just as we were getting to the end of the 2 weeks, the country went into lockdown. So we ended up like not even leaving the house. We didn't even go to the shop. We did not leave our house. If I needed anything, I'd phone one of my kids and say, could you please go do a little bit of shopping and leave it outside my front door. I had no contact with any of my family for 14 weeks. And then just before lockdown lifted, I would go down and sit in my mum's garden so that I was nowhere near my mother, but I could at least see her because I hadn't seen her. I hadn't talked to anybody. I live alone with Daryl. You know? And while I love Daryl to pieces, there's only so much conversation you can have with a 5-year-old. So, the reason you don't understand why it's blown up is because you lived on a farm 4 years ago where the horses were vaccinated for coronavirus. It was a flu shot according to the vet. Well, it is. That's what coronavirus is. It's a SARS virus. It's a flu. But because it's different from your regular flu, we have to find out how to vaccinate against it. But the trouble is you can't vaccinate against it. You can have a shot, but as soon as it mutates, we're going to be back where we are now. And it annoys me when you get these pricks online. Sam's having a rant now. Where you get these pricks online that go, oh yeah, well, what about the thousands of people that have died of cancer? Well, I'm sorry, dude, but you don't catch cancer by simply being in the same room as somebody. You know? Assholes. What steps am I at now? God, my steps are not going up very fast. Oh, there we go. Right, I've been online now for 2.5 hours. So I'm going to go and make a cake if I can get the jar of fruit open. Because it's, can't cure dumb fuck. No, I guess not. Boobs! I get myself kicked off on Twitch one of these days. Yeah, I'm going to go and put a Christmas cake in the oven and start tidying my craft room. I might well do another bonus stream. Probably not today. I might do one tomorrow. Because, you know, I haven't got much else to do other than make cakes, really. It has, hasn't it, just made being a hermit so much easier. I don't really go anywhere, you know. The only thing it's scuppered me doing is walking, because I used to catch the bus to somewhere and then walk home through the countryside. And I don't really want to get on the bus because, you know, buses are unsanitary at the best of times, let alone when everybody's got COVID. So that's the only thing it's I haven't done this year. So I haven't been for a walk along the river and through the country and all that lot. And Darren and I used to do that quite regularly. But my son-in-law's got a car now, and he said, look, if you want dropping off somewhere, let us know and we'll go and like dump you in the middle of nowhere and you can walk home. And I'm like, yay! So I might do that, you know, when there's a nice day, say to him, right, drop us off and we'll walk home. We'll have to see. Right, I'm going to go and get on with getting cakes done because I'm running out of time. I've got to cook about 8 cakes in the next 5 days. Including the Christmas dinner. So that's fun. Have a fantastic rest of your day. If you're not already, please do follow. That would be awfully nice. I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, usually in the evening UK time. But, you know, every now and then I do chuck in a bonus because why the hell not? And I got stuff done today, which was awesome. I'm going to go and see whether there's any... I want to see if that chappie's still on. I'm really hungry now. No, I don't think Keith is gone. Oh, pardon me. Let's see who's on Raggers and Crafters. Oh, Leah's on. Kaylee's still 24-hour streaming. Oh, I'm on. Let's go raid Leah. Because, you know, why the fuck not? More chances to cop an eye full of boobies as a bonus. Yeah, well, you know, if you've got them, flaunt them. Oh, I can fucking do a 4D slashy thing. Raid. Yeah, Dino. Okay, so we're going to go raid Leah. And my thing works. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day.